Creepy, huh? I'm a cloud. Because this lesson is about cloud computing. Hey! Alright, welcome to the next installment of MoonPie's NetStories.com, making money on YouTube. This installment is going to be about Facebook and Twitter. And I wasn't going to... Well, first of all, why my cloud? Well, did you really want to look at me this week? Come on, I'm giving you a break from my ugly mug. Stare at the cloud and let's see, I can blink. Alright, cool. This is part of the Logitech webcam software. It's one of the video masks they give you. And I saw the clouds hanging there, and I go, you know what? If Twitter and MySpace and Facebook aren't necessarily, social network isn't necessarily cloud computing by the conventional sense, but in a sense, it is data that's stored on the clouds, just as, email is a cloud platform. So I'm going to call it cloud, and that's why I'm on a cloud. And besides, my head is normally on a cloud anyway. I like to walk on clouds, and you can get off my cloud. And I know it looks like a bad, annoying orange skit, like you're about to hear knife, but it's not. It's just a bad calibration on my part. I'll try to stand still so I can get this right. Anyway, all right, cloud computing. The only reason I'm actually doing this cloud computing one, basically about Twitter and MySpace and Facebook, is that Facebook is incorporating a new way for how they're doing their pages, and it could have a big impact if you can cash in early as a YouTube video maker who wants to promote your page. Now, in the past, as you probably know, anyone who's actually followed my advice and everyone's pretty much advice, you set up a YouTube page and then you could promote it on Twitter, you could promote it on Facebook, you can promote it on MySpace, all around the internet really. And what you do through Facebook is you create a page, and once you have a personal account, you can create as many pages as you want, but you really don't want to create too many because then you can't really devote as much time as you want to these pages. But you should definitely create one for your channel. Let's say you're a magician. No, let's say you're a musician. No, let's say you're a magician. Let's go with magic. All right. So let's say you're a magician on YouTube and you're teaching card tricks and all these things. And you're sawing your dog in half on YouTube, hopefully as a trick. Okay, I don't want the PETA people after you. And in the middle of doing it, you have video up and you really want to get it promoted. Okay, so in the old ways, you would go on Facebook, log into your page, your artist page, and then post on that page. Hey, so-and-so, I have a new video up. I'm not really cutting my cat or my dog in half. It's just a video. Enjoy it. Watch it. Go. Now, that was only visible to the people that had already liked your page, clicked on the like button. There's my dog. I think I'm going to cut that dog in half, too. But now what you can do as of right now, it's in beta on Facebook, but you can actually opt into the beta as of last week. But by mid-March, every single page, every single special interest page is going to be set up this way. So get on it now. You can actually go ahead and create a situation where you can actually post as your page. So let's say, your name is, let's say, Maggie Walenda, and you go by a magician name as Maggie the Magnificent. Okay, so you log into Facebook as Maggie Walenda, and there's a little option on the right account now, once you go to that page, that you can actually log in as Maggie the Magnificent. So let's say you're Maggie, and you're visiting other pages. Let's say you're visiting David Copperfield, Doug Henning, any of these other magician pages that people have liked in there. You can actually go onto those pages and post as Maggie the Magnificent now. And what that means is, post a comment. If the official, let's say, Copperfield or Henning or I don't know, or Penn and Teller or Chris Angel, any of these magicians that are out there I'm sure they have Facebook pages. I really don't follow them too well, so maybe they do, maybe they don't. But you can actually go out there now and say, hey, if they post a comment, you can post as a response to them under your Facebook page. For that particular artist, which would be, Maggie the Magnificent. I'm forgetting Maggie's name now. And basically what you can do with that is, think about it. You can be posting, don't spam all these pages, obviously, because then people are just going to be annoyed by you. But you can actually put in, great work. I have a similar trick on my page or my YouTube channel or something like that. And people are going to actually go and click on your name. And when they click on your name, they're going to go to your Facebook page. And on that Facebook page, then you can actually link to the videos. Now, of course, in the old days, you can actually, you can still do it. You can post the videos within the actual pages, related pages, and I've actually offered that advice before. But you just have to make sure you can't do it in a very spammy way. You have to do it pretty straightforward. But now how Facebook's doing it, you don't even need to do that. You can actually by putting your name in there and saying something provocative or something that's going to get people interested in what you may have, you can get people out there to your artist page on Facebook. And on that page, then that's all heavy promotion because that's your page. People are liking that page because they want to hear these promotions on when you have the latest YouTube video up and stuff like that. And the same thing goes for Twitter. Twitter hasn't really changed much over the years. It's still the same old thing. But obviously, it's 140 characters or less. And you have to shorten any links. You can't just put a long YouTube link in there. You have to go through, bit.ly or any of the other shorteners out there. But it's a great way to get your stuff promoted out there. And even though nothing's changed fundamentally in Twitter, the way Facebook has now, where you can actually interact and do stuff like that. One thing that I like to do in Twitter, not for my YouTube account, but for my personal account, is a lot of times retweet someone else's. If you don't have anything original to say, or you find something provocative, you can retweet it, and in doing so, you get the attention of the person that you're retweeting, and sometimes they'll actually retweet your retweet. By the same token, you can also be saying provocative things, and you can actually get them to tweet your thing. And ultimately, on Twitter, you can be as promotional as you want, and it gives you another outlet. It's to increase your video views on YouTube, and in a sense, eventually become a partner on YouTube. Or alternatively, just use Twitter, Facebook, and even YouTube as promote a blog, as I've discussed in earlier videos, to set it up that way. So basically, that's the only lesson that I have for you today. I just wanted to really get a heads up on the Facebook change, the artist, the profile pages that you can create outside of the personal profile, the business and special interest profile pages you can create, and letting you know that, hey, the time is now. Promote. And I don't think you'll ever see me in cloud form again. So it's time to rain. See you next week. Moon pies out like a rainstorm.